Hello, internet, and welcome to my girl vlog. Being a girl is like so confusing, y'all. But lucky me, there are so many men on social media telling me how girls actually work. Like, did you know, for example, that girls can hold in their periods just like pee? I didn't know that. What a good life hack. Thank God. Dude on Twitter told me that, so I know. Did you know that your boobs can grow bigger if you do boob curls in the gym? Yeah, fucking genius, Steve. Genius! Sorry, did you also know that you're all shriveled up and spent by the age of 19 and a half? I'm so glad I'm learning all these life hacks on social media about being a girl. Yippee!
Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lasses, and welcome to the click. You smell absolutely astounding today. And don't let anyone else lie to you and tell you otherwise. Today I figured we would dig into some hashtag educational content. Girls, women, females, if you will. How do they work? I don't know. Do you know? Nobody seems to know. And then I know some of you might ask, like, click, but girls, are they even real? Just in case they are real, we're gonna learn exactly how they work. Or maybe how they don't work. Welcome to r/NotHowGirlsWork, learning how girls do work by the process of elimination. Enjoy.
I need an older partner who likes to go down every day. This is not a real person.
I am your man. Goody.
Think you could pleasure me?
Oh, yes.
No!
If I were to vibe check 2026 so far, I would say that your gooner boomer dad rizzing up AI girls on social media, that's pretty close. That's a pretty close estimate. Does this have audio? Okay, it doesn't have audio. I'll have to narrate this fast as heck. We got some girly pop AI slop. This is great. Meet Nora, the bop who dated half the school. According to the group chat, her morning starts with 3 hey you up texts just to see who double taps first. She's late every day because she's matching her lashes to an outfit she swears is for herself. She walks in smelling vanilla body mist and fresh dilution from Bath and Body Works. She calls every guy bestie, but somehow the hallway always has an update. By first period, her phone is face down like it's in witness protection. But her snap score is doing cardio. At lunch, 1, 2, 3 second eye contact, and she's vague posting. I don't know. There is just something about him. Then 5 minutes later, I am so done with guys. 10 minutes later, low-key miss him though. She switches friend groups like glass, period, cries in the bathroom, fixes mascara, walks out like it's a rebrand. Every story starts with some people switched up and ends with her back hoodie. Mora not chasing love. She's speedrunning situationships. Every school got one. She's not toxic, just in her main character era. Those are the worst subtitles I've ever tried to read in my entire life. What is with the singular word subtitles? Freaking ADHD Mr. Beast edits, I swear to God. I'm a little bit jealous. Why wasn't I the toxic social media bop back in high school? Oh yeah, it's because I went to high school in the 1800s and we barely had phones yet. I just love that this is why RAM is getting expensive. Because people on the internet just needs to rage bait, I don't know, themselves? What's it called when you rage bait yourself? You make up a person to be mad about. What's that called? Is it rage baiting, but for yourself?
Anytime a man under 6 feet has nutties with a woman, he is R-wording her because no woman would willingly consent to that.
This has to be bait. This is bait, right? I think this is bait. This must be bait. I am not a fishy, thank you, move along. Lesbians in adult films. Lesbians in reality. No, I know some IRL and some are way hotter than the one on the left. I doubt it. They are either bi or straight in training. Straight in training? Is this what we call when you practice kiss with the bros at the gym? Yes, indeed. You can always trust Twitter to just spew some of the most out-of-pocket shit. Oh good, the thread keeps going. I was a bit scared we would run out of educational content for the day. The reason lesbians offend and enrage heterosexual women is because lesbians don't exist. Lesbianism is an evolutionary strategy whereby to compete with more attractive girls, less attractive girls pre-arrange harems. Lesbians are trying to undercut other women with package deals. Wait, what's the logic behind this? I'm not following this in the least. I am so confused. Wait, so let's see. Lesbians aren't real, but ugly women try to attract hot women by already being with other women. So even though no women can actually be gay, these women are using multiple women to tempt the women who aren't into women to be with them. Am I understanding this correctly? This what is this? Is this what they call logic on Twitter? Oh no, wait a second, I misunderstood it. Okay, so they are trying to create package deals to compete with the other women for the men. Okay, that makes sense. So essentially, like, two girls will, like, get together to, like, tempt a man to join the relationship, to be like, you get a package deal, multiple wives or whatever, instead of chasing Stacy at the club over here. You can just have 5 women who are living in a harem here already. What a deal. You know what always strikes me about posts like this is that it's so painfully obvious that these people never go outside. Like, I have a few friends of mine who are lesbians, and I cannot for the life of me recall a single time I have been invited to join the relationship or marriage or whatever because they are offering me a package deal as a man so they can compete with other women better. They probably just like each other. That's why they live together and are getting married and shit. Can you also believe how much of a main character you have to be to believe something like this? Lesbians aren't actually real. These women are just clumping themselves together to be more attractive towards me, because I, as a man, require so many wives. That's the whole thing, right? It's such a main character thing. They are in the relationship for me. r/short guys. Think of the millions of tall men who think they have a loving relationship, not realizing they were 4 inches of leg bone away from their wife being disgusted by them. Every time I see a 6-foot schmuck-looking guy walking with some birchy-looking chick, I just think of how stupid they both are to think anyone buys the image they are putting on. All the stupid pretense and how it all melts away instantly when you have her reevaluate her husband as a 5'8" man. All of a sudden, his charm isn't there. He gives her the ick. She doesn't laugh at his jokes. I can't stand the way he chews. Hundreds of tiny microaggressions that she just can't explain, but why he just gets under her skin. Sadly, this will never be brought to their attention. They will go to their grave from start to finish maintaining it was all a divine providence. 80 years on this planet, and there are actually people who don't internalize that we are apes, every bit as simple and soulless as them. How dare they go to the grave with a happy marriage? Puh, disgusting. I don't know, man. Maybe it's a bit anecdotal, but I would say I have a relatively diverse group of friends. Like, I have gym bro friends, I have tall friends, I have short friends, I have fat friends, I have people who went to the academy, I have people who didn't go to the academy, I have musician friends, I have YouTuber friends, I have engineer friends, blah, 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 blah. The vast majority of them have been or are actively in dedicated relationships. It's like, there's more to life than just these, like, super simplistic, skin-deep things. I mean, if you want to argue that certain physical characteristics will give you, for example, more right swipes on Tinder, I wouldn't argue against that. Tinder is a very skin-deep platform, and half the people on there are just looking for hookups anyway, and the other half are like bots. But it's not a great representation of what real life looks like, and when I read a post like this, and it gives the vibe that, like, you're going around staring down couples in the street, being bitter about them and fantasizing about how they'll go to their grave living a lie. Maybe that says more about the attitude you yourself have towards life and the bitterness that seeps through, and that's why maybe someone doesn't want to date you. That might be the leading reason, to be honest. I certainly wouldn't date anyone who has this kind of attitude towards people in general, no matter how good looking they are. Okay? If she uses an app to track her periods, red flags.
When he's a cis man talking about uterus business, red flags. Men are not lonely enough.
Social media is beautiful. And what do you mean if she uses an app to track her periods as a red flag? God forbid a girl doesn't want to turn the bedroom into a murder scene. What are you even on about? You have never lived with a woman in your life.
The poopy thing about birth control is that every day you know how little time you have left until your period again.
Oh, that's a wholesome little countdown. Hell is coming.
Why are you going to take one every day? Can't you go a day without getting laid or what? What the fuck?
You are on your phone or computer while writing this. You could have opened a new tab and just Googled to be safe, like, how does birth control actually work? But you chose to not do that and look like a schmuck, an unlikable little stinky poo.
They don't know I'm on my period.
That girl has it smelling like dog surgery in here.
Why does she smell like pennies?
Why do you know what a dog surgery smells like? But also, no. Like, just no.
Oh, but don't you know, as a man, we can smell when...
Can you? I seriously doubt that.
Dude, we literally birth humans. Y'all can't compete.
We hold our children in our bodies for our whole lives.
You hold our children for 9 months, you see. My balls are doing all of the hard work here, giving birth. That's the easy part, duh. A lot of men's first and only idea of gender equality is, does that mean I can punch a woman now? And I find that very telling. I mean, to be honest, you can't punch anyone, really. It's illegal. It's assault. This is like a really weird argument to begin with.
Women, when you treat them as equal, wow!
Are you just saying that you're going around punching people in general? That's not that's not a very good point. It's like, man, I just want to punch everyone, you know? It is literally over for humanity. Society is collapsing, and women don't care. Men are not entitled to children. Shut the frick up. I don't know why women talk poo when they just exist for the pleasure of men. That's it. You don't bring any value to society. I don't know, man. I would argue my lady friends from uni that literally work as engineers probably contribute more to society than someone sitting and spewing this kind of garbage on Twitter all day. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Which one would you prefer?
Oh, here's a very accurate chart about body weight. Goody. So here is 35 kilos, here is 39, 42, 45, 48, 51, 58, 70, and 90. Wait, so I think even the weight difference here actually changes your bones. Is this the new looks maxing strat? Just like change your body weight and your bones will literally mold into different shapes? Because I think if you overlap the faces, the bones don't even align. It's not even the same skull. Ah, yes, indeed. The true weight loss program. Just distort your bones. The accidental first-timer, self-conscious of body changes, probably 30 years old, career will be destroyed, not married, didn't tell anyone for the first 20 weeks, found out the gender. What? Complains constantly, didn't buy maternity clothes, no names picked out, not stocked up on diapers or food, etc. Won't breastfeed, doesn't bother to eat healthy. Amazon gift registry. Epidermal no matter what, scared by other stories. And here is the Chad baby maker. Is this the same kind of thing? Is this just rage bait again, but it's like rage bait for yourself or just make up people to angrily fantasize about? Anyway, let's get into it. Gender will be a surprise because that's apparently a big deal to these people who are not having kids in the first place. Married, first of many kids, probably 22 to 25. Okay, so this person is 22 to 25, but the first one is 30 and thereby spent or whatever, ignoring the statistics of when people typically have their first kids or whatever. But that's beside the point. Not relevant. Told everyone immediately, literally the day after. I just cream pie yesterday, gonna do the baby. Completely revamped diet for baby. Entirely new wardrobe, has a list of names for boy or girl. Home birth if possible. It's so weird, man. It's so weird. These lists are obviously made by people who have never been involved in any sort of family creation in the least, nor knows anyone that has done this. Oh my god. Not worried about body changes at all, immediately starts decorating baby's room. Husbands to support her. Goes on baby moon for fun. Friends throw huge baby showers. Refuses to buy a bottle. I mean, let's censor that out, but there's even like a nice little watermark in the middle of this. Because whoever made this is so proud of this comic of like complete garbage and raging over like random people having babies that they don't know and don't even exist. But let's watermark this beautiful piece of creation so no one steals this. I mean, this whole thing is just some kind of weird trad fanfic from social media. I swear to God, it's like the age is in there, the home birth is in there, kind of like hospital bed, bottle bed for some reason, you know, all this kind of stuff. This is just like a weird trad fantasy, but made by like someone who has the mental maturity when it comes to relationships of a 13-year-old.
Hey, how do I look today?
You're a sub 5 at best. You have prey eyes. Your canthal tilt is negative, and overall I'd give you a 4 out of 10, but you're probably a 3 out of 10 under a ton of makeup.
Oh, okay, no need to continue. Sorry to bother you. Hey,
Do you think I look bad today? What? How could you say or think that? You look stunning today. No kidding.
Oh my god, thank you so much. It's so sweet if you say I love your outfit today too.
Oh, I just got this hat the other day. I got it in. Why do people not talk to me? Girls are so weird. They only fall for the bad guys. Continue chatting. My god, girls only like the bad boys who are like, I don't know, fun to talk to. Disgusting. How could they? Women only care about one thing. Good conversation, and it's disgusting. Based and true. I am a Shrek-looking type dude that was able to get a lot of 3rd, 4th, and 5th dates with women who are clearly noticeably beautiful. All because I was engaging them in conversation and interested in them as opposed to just gaming them. Currently engaged to my girlfriend that looks like Toni Braxton, and still pinch myself that she chose my ass. Shrek is buff, a property owner, and good family values. Shrek is pretty based. Not gonna lie. Women, 8 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old, you're starting to get spent. But also you're using bananas to represent this, which is incredibly ironic. Who made this? And what did you smoke before making this? I hope it was bananas. 14 years old, 16, 18. You see at 18, it's like it's almost over. It's all, damn, this, goddamn. 20 years old, 21 years old, 22 years old. Oh my god, 28 years old, 35 years old, and 45 years old. I also love the fact that bananas were used to represent this. The irony is not lost on me. I think the only time I can relate to this, but more in the way that I feel old myself, as like someone who's interested in sports or whatever, is whenever I'm watching TV of like the Olympics or something like that, and they're like, oh yeah, here comes this old veteran, she's so worn and tired, this is her 5th Olympics, you know, she's almost retired basically at the ripe age of 21 and a half. I'm like, God, when did I get this old, man? What the So, but that's like extreme sporting aside. But yeah, no, this is unhinged. This is unhinged. If you post this, reconsider. Reconsider, thank you.
Trust the science. Trust the science. Female or male, not that science.
I do not care how an archaeologist might gender my pelvis in 1,000 years, because guess what? I won't be there. I cannot stress enough how little this matters. It's like positive nihilism, if you will. Like, my mistakes might not be that serious because, like, in a bajillion, trillion, gajillion years, the universe will just, like, kind of die a cold death anyway. And the same goes for your pelvis. It's okay. Don't worry about your pelvis bones.
Women for Trump 2024. Women for Biden 2024.
Uh-huh. That worked out well, didn't it? Yeah, that went so well. Like 2025 and 2026 have gone so well. So for total political stability, I fucking love it. I am a business owner, and I refuse to pay menstrual leave. Number 1, I can't afford it. Then don't run a business. Number 2, y'all can control y'all cycles. No. Another unironic periods are like pee. Just hold it in. I know y'all can. Don't try to tell me otherwise. I know you females just trying to get more period leave. I know you can hold it in like piss. I had never taken a day off because I needed to pee. Why would you? Do it at home and turn it off before coming to work. Oh my god, it's not even like piss. It's a switch. The little period switch. Oh, that would be so good to have, though, wouldn't it? Be a professional no matter how bad the pain is. Respect your male coworkers and be nice to customers. I also love the fact how this person is basically admitting on a public social media platform how he is a discriminatory business owner. It's like the TikTokers that film themselves committing crimes. It's the exact same vibe. Imagine if the roles were reversed.
You had sex with a man. Now you have to pay him.
Ooh, AI. I hate child support posts, but like not making sense, obviously. Especially considering the roles do get reversed. There are women who pay child support to men. The caveat is that the men, gasp, have to take care of the children. Somehow this doesn't occur to incels. Yeah, I mean, child support depends on who is actually taking care of the child. That's sort of like the little twist to this kind of thing. It's like, sure, if you did it with a man, a baby was made, and he got custody of the baby for whatever reason, because he took on the custody, or you were seen as an unfit parent, or whatever, then yeah, I suppose that would be a case when child support was reversed, so to say, but the catch is always that then the person receiving it has to step up as a parent. That's always what seems to be missing from these little weird cartoons. peace on earth. Look how happy they are because the women are taped up. You see, when women are quiet, that's when there's peace on earth, and the baby is crying. This is just wholesome family vibes, man. I cannot imagine doing this with my family, and let alone taking pictures of it and posting it to social media. That is just a different level of unhinged and sets horrible standards for everyone included. Do people in coma still get their periods, or does it just turn off till they wake up? Periods shut off when the body is at rest. Sleeping, even yoga can trigger a stop. So yes, it's likely that periods stop during a coma. Source? I pulled it out of my butt. It's a very good source. Thank you. Yes, indeed, dear women. Do you have bad periods? Have you considered just doing a bit more yoga? Or whatever? You can thank me later. Having woken up looking like a crime scene, I can attest this is false. Who comes up with this stuff? People that don't leave their house, and then in addition to that, bots who are for some reason trained on the people who don't leave their house, and this is why social media sucks. Frat guys, honk if you're dropping off your little princess. Daughters 2 hours later. Oh no, you use Winnie the Pooh for this? That's rancid. Oh, here's dad's dropping off daughters at college. Daughters 2 hours later, and it's like Winnie the Pooh. It's bananas and the tossing sausages all over the room. I see. Okay, that's very nice. And also, are you really surprised that people are like having fun in college or uni or whatever? It's a bunch of 20-year-olds living in like college dorms. Like, what do you think was going to happen? This reminds me of the Olympics, when it's like a bunch of super fit like 20-year-olds living together, and it's kind of stressful environments, unique opportunity, and blah 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 blah. And they order like hundreds and thousands of condoms, and it's never enough. It's like, what did you think was gonna happen? People are gonna people. You know, the same people who are saying we're just monkeys or whatever in the previous post can't comprehend the fact that people living in close vicinity and having fun are gonna do fun things. God damn, man. I think the consecutive message I always get from like social media and stuff when I record these videos is that some people are just mad about other people having fun. I think that's like the main takeaway. People are just bitter and weird, and they project that, you know? It's so strange, man. It's so strange. This girl, a cis girl, is getting bullied by thousands of transphobic people because they can't tell she's a man, even though she is given birth naturally. Yeah, you're a dude who has someone else's uterus put into your fat gut. It doesn't matter how much you change yourself. You're a man. Always using the wrong "your" as well. It just adds to the moi. When you're dead... Then they look at your bones. Guess what, homie? You a dude. Doesn't matter if you cut your penis off or not. You're a dude. It's like you used the wrong "your" like 7 times in this post. This brings me great pain. Welcome to my new series. This is really funny though. This is a really funny series because the "we can always tell" crowd cannot tell very often. Jorking it crazy style while giving BORF is increasingly popular. The argument for jorking it crazy style during BORF. The delivery room staff watching me while my wife gives birth. Okay, this is incredibly obviously a post, okay? Like, I just pictured that in front of me, and it's so fucking cursed. I once worked at a college library and came across the bachelor thesis on this exact topic from the midwifery program. The like OG title or the add-on meme. That's a distinct difference. Anyway, the title they chose, and I kid you not, when it's not just the baby coming. He'd say the author was a woman, by the way. That is an amazing title. I would want to make a thesis on that, just so I have an excuse to make like an innuendo pun title for my thesis. That is amazing. Everyone in the room is already staring at your vag and watching you poo, which is already a horrifying concept. Some of them, it's just like their job. They're used to it. But then there is like family too, like, the miracle of birth. I mean, the concept is a very beautiful thing, and it is a miracle. I think most people that have kids and stuff see it as something beautiful and a miracle and stuff because it's a child born out of their love for each other and all that kind of cheesy jazz, right? But yes, of course, like maybe the poop aspect isn't like the miracle part of it, so to say.
Triggered, feminist. I use my mom's last name instead of my father's. Me? You mean your grandfather's last name?
I don't understand why you would use Homelander to represent yourself in a meme where you're supposed to be like the alpha Chad who's like correct or whatever. That's, have you seen the series, man?
Convinced that if you're protesting ICE deportations, you actually hate women.
There's something, is this AI? Or is it like super filtered? I can't tell. Something is like a bit off, isn't it? Is this even a real person or AI? Because it looks like AI. Opinion. Women killed Star Trek. Women killed Star Wars. Women killed the MCU. Women killed the DCU. Women killed Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. Women killed James Bond. Women killed Indiana Jones. Women killed The Witcher. Women killed Sandman. Women killed Ghostbusters. Women killed Terminator. Women killed Alien. Women killed Predator.
Let's kill generative AI.
Women, we believe in you. This is on you now. You are obviously very good little murderers. Please, for the betterment of humanity, dear God.
Feminist, we need equality.
Us sounds good. Let's start by giving women the same prison sentences as men, giving men equal custody of their children, combating female violence, supporting male victims, signing women up for the
No, not that kind of equality.
Holy Strawman, Batman. I don't think I've ever met anyone that, like, believes this or talk like this that isn't just like some super unlikable person that may or may not just be a bait account on social media. Most adults have like this nuanced way of seeing the world where you can acknowledge that, yeah, bad things are more likely to happen to certain groups of people, but that doesn't mean this bad thing doesn't happen to this group of people too. Multiple things can be true at the same time. This is just like typical weird gender war stuff that is just making strawmen that don't really exist. Most feminists support all those things except the draft, because they want the draft abolished. By knocking down a strawman argument is easier than actually talking to or working with feminists.
Oh, I can't wait for this evening, darling. You give the best BJs.
Gabe! Oh, you see, now they're married. So now they're miserable. You see, she was tricking him with BJs, but now when he's locked down, no more BJs for you. That's how marriage works. No one marries for love. They marry for manipulation and to be miserable. The true strats. After almost 8 years, my wife and I still haven't gotten the memo that we should be hating each other. Sorry about that. How dare you be more miserable? Adhere to my worldview.
Dump him.
The amount of casual, anti-love, anti-male, anti-romance content being thrust at young women is utterly insane. It's like there's some giant conspiracy to make women picky, misandrist, off-putting, and alone. Does he genuinely think women are seeing sweaters like this and thinking it's legitimate life advice rather than a light-hearted joke? Meh. I think I could definitely see this as a light-hearted joke, but I think I could also get the impression that someone wearing a shirt like this comes off as a bit immature when it comes to relationships or whatever. But the person responding to this as well, like posting it OG, is like also absolutely unhinged and be like, oh, it's a conspiracy. This like quirky shirt. I don't know, man. It's so easy to not be bitter and weird on social media about people who you have never met and are not actively dating, okay? 2 people, 2 different goals, and 2 outcomes. Hashtag gym rat, hashtag gym lover, hashtag anime. What? Hashtag for you page.
I am depressed.
I am depressed. 3 months later, she got chunky and he got buff. This is how it works. That's 3 months of gains. Alright, yeah, this is easily reversed. The pandemic was a perfect case. Some people loaded up on booze and others loaded up on gym equipment, and everything in between. I just spent 2 years reading memes from my little home studio, so there is also that variant. I accidentally dropped this plate and noticed it broke perfectly in half. I was so excited about it that I showed my wife. She wasn't as excited as I was about it. I have a feeling the boys will understand. That is a really cool crack, not gonna lie. Like, I understand the wife that a broken plate isn't fun, like, don't get me wrong. But it's a very fascinating crack. I don't think this is worth like gender war stuff. You can be annoyed that a plate broke, but also be fascinated by the breaky pattern as well. You can do both. Life is full of beautiful nuance. Okay, ladies, I get it. You don't want a pleasant evening chat. You don't want a gentleman to walk you to your car. You don't want a friendly dude to help you carry your groceries, or hold open the door, or crush the life out of other men that would do you harm. Fine, fear the good guys. I guess we'll just have to suffer through watching you get broken over and over again by the scum you think you love. But I want you to know, it is not easy, and it hurts to see you fall. Give the good guys a chance to help you be less afraid of the world. There is a lot of violent undertones in this note. I would also be weirded out if someone with this much violence in their day-to-day language offered to carry my groceries. I'd be like, please don't touch my milk cartons. I don't trust that you're not gonna punch them. Thank you. Give the good guys a chance to help you be less afraid of the world. I don't know, this just sounds like someone who's really angry, really bitter, and potentially very controlling. That's not the same as being just a good guy. Also, being a good guy is like the bare minimum, you know? It's like when someone says, oh, he's nice. That's like, yeah, that means you're nice. That's like the very, very baseline. That's when it's not like he's fun or he has this interesting thing going on or whatever. That's like the very, very basic thing that you can do. Just be pleasant, be nice to people. Women sensing if a man likes anime. Women sensing if a man is gonna abuse them. Oh, this is an absolutely awful take. I mean, to be fair, I've had women I've dated who like anime, who have suggested like a first date that we literally watch anime together. Okay, so I'm not sure if I agree with that part. But also, like, abuse can also show up much later in a relationship. I think there's something important to talk about, that in a lot of cases, abuse isn't something that shows up on a first date, because a lot of abusers know that what they're doing is bad, so they hide it until they have you on lockdown. And all of a sudden, if you want to leave a relationship, it means maybe giving up housing, or giving up, monetary safety, or like splitting things that you're currently relying on, or maybe it like fractures friend groups or family, or maybe they have even preemptively lied about you to other people. Getting out of certain abusive relationships can be very difficult, and it's important to talk about it. And just because it doesn't show up on a first date or like when you first start seeing someone doesn't mean that it can't happen later either. So this kind of meme is just like very weird on both parts of it. I have met women that like anime, and also you have an incredibly immature view of what abuse actually means and how it can happen. So posts like this, absolute garbage. I would like to say that this is made by a 12-year-old, but sadly I don't think it is. Why is it that guys who want virgins are never virgins themselves? By their own logic, they are used up. Naughtiness is an act of domination. A man does the and a woman gets entered. She accepts his violation. You have a really fucking weird view of intimacy. It is inherently demeaning to be stuffed with meat. You are humiliating yourself. No naughty can ever be equal. Unless it's pegging, I guess. It's a man doing it to a woman, and a woman letting it be done to her. This is like that logic where it's like if two men go at it, it's only gay for the bottom. It's the same kind of logic. A man who has a lot of naughties is clean. He's not been damaged. A woman who has a lot of naughties is dirty. She let her body be used and damaged. STDs don't discriminate, fun fact. That's why the difference. What the actual hell? That's a pretty valid reaction. Jesus Christ. Something internet beautiful cause everyone voice. Something internet not beautiful cause everyone voice. See example 1. Women, when a politician is severely underqualified and has a horrible record, but he will allow them to murder their children. It's all they've ever wanted. Ah yes, very unlike the MAGA people who were literally wearing adult diapers because it's so manly to wear. God, man. Oh my god. Misogyny, misandry. See, women are the oppressed gender. What? Did you just draw this and like make up the... What? Ah, yes indeed. Non-nuanced gender war posts. Gotta be my favorite gender. Woman to woman. Safe space. What's something you learned about naughties the hard way and wish you knew earlier? That's a really good post. Let's dig into the comments so we can learn something together. Marry a woman who hasn't been claimed. What happened to the woman-to-woman thing? Every man she slept with is a debt on her soul. A vagina is a blank page. A younger woman is a canvas. Anything else is a battlefield you'll lose before it even begins. Learn. I will choose today to not take the opinion seriously of a man who cannot read. Thank you. No way! Are you really 29 or was that a typo? Do you think 29-year-olds look old? Lol? You look like 23, 24. You're not even all wrinkly and have gray hair? Oh my, that's amazing! And you're saying you're 20, wow! So many men tell me I don't look 30 because I have no wrinkles. Yeah, a boys, crying emoji. I still get ID'd in the liquor store, and I am old as shit. So I don't know. I think at a certain age you can just be very ambiguous in how you look, right? And it also depends on like how you dress that day, or if you have shaved, or your hairstyle, or whatever. Like around a certain age, like your, you know, young adulthood to like early adulthood or whatever, like between your 20 and 40 or whatever, a lot of people can look quite ambiguous. You know, you can be baby-faced, you can be freshly shaven, you can be like dressing certain ways. Like it gets ambiguous around that age for a reason, if that makes sense. 20 versus 27. Women don't realize God displays their body count on their face. This post has 40,000 likes. 40,000 people looked at this and were like, yeah, I agree with this. I am so glad I don't really use Twitter anymore.
The more men, the faster she ages, the more lost and soulless she looks, the deeper and less feminine her voice is, the more dirty and unkempt she looks, the more she accumulates tattoos and piercings.
You just wake up with random tattoos after going home with someone for the first time. If you do that, call the cops.
It's harder for her to reach the more she's repelled by children.
Bonnie Blue is only 26 years old, but she looks 40. Oh, that was the tweet that was replied to. Okay. I love like biological science on Twitter, made by people who never go outside. It's my favorite genre of science.
If you're 35 and she's 32, she is actually older than you.
You at 50. Your hot high school girlfriend at 50. So you think most dudes at 50 look like fucking Captain America when he was like, I don't know, 35-ish? You really believe that?
Most people don't look like him ever, okay? And much less so at 50. Are you for real, for real?
Women only want one thing, and that's to be wifed up by an armed, hardworking, unvaccinated conspiracy realist who will pray with them and lead their family with conviction. Lead them into death by preventable disease. The romance just writes itself. 167 meters, but the women aren't impressed, but the little guy in the back is just drooling. Look at that. I mean, this is kind of how it goes though, isn't it? Like, you go to the gym to get ripped or whatever, and most of the compliments you get are from other men. Like, nice bicep, bro. Nice dick, bro.
But if you're a 185 emo twink, the girls are just, my god.
Is this something that this person, like, experienced personally? Like, they were super ripped and short, and then they grew tall and skinny, and then... I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
Boy, then the tummy goes down. Girl, then it points up, and if it's twins, it points out. You see? Who needs to go to the hospital and get little screenings and stuff when you can just draw pictures? You know? It's great.
People honestly believed that you could tell the sex by how the mother was carrying for generations, and this knowledge is still passed down in families today. Wrong? Yes. Surprising to see that people still believe this? Not at all. Yeah, it's one of those like ancient knowledges just passed down forever for no particular reason. Some men, I am not homophobic, I just don't want a random guy hitting on me. It's weird. Women everywhere.
Oh my god.
I hate it. When I go up to a woman at the bar and she's like, sorry, I don't like balls, I'm not gay, and I'm like, what? What the shit?
A lot of weirdos getting all excited about forcing little girls to show their genitals.
You're also an idiot. Little girls, first off, don't have genitals. Secondly, if it's a physician, it's quite normal. Little girls don't have genitals. Oh man, that's my new cell phone background.
Today, I learned this, so now you're learning it too. Women have something called a milk lane. Yes, it's real. No, most people are never told about it. During early development, the body forms two invisible lines running from the armpits down to the groin. Usually the chest area develops into bobs. The rest disappears. Sometimes it doesn't. After pregnancy, hormonal changes can activate leftover tissue anywhere along that line, causing a supernumerary nipple to appear. This happens about 1 in 6% of people. A woman once thought she had milk leaking from her armpit. Turns out she did. Biology is weird. You see, the milk line, you just have like shitloads of nipples everywhere. So all of a sudden, if you just have a lot of babies, you can feed them with your armpits. You're welcome. Follow me for more amazing parenting advice. This is a fact. Look at a 30-plus-year-old woman's face without makeup. You'll see little freckles and spots you won't see in older pictures of her when she was younger. Each freckle is a body she caught. Is this supposed to be like poetic or metaphorical or whatever? Or do they legitimately believe every freckle is like a body? I had classmates when I was like 10 who had a face full of freckles. Okay? It's science, and I've tested the theory myself.
What, you go home with someone, it's like, oh, yesterday they had 66 freckles, but today they have 67 freckles? Science.
It's real! Ah, yes, indeed, my empirical data. Also, the amount of freckles can vary, for example, with sun exposure or during the time of year. That is quite the doozy, isn't it? So, no, I do believe that even if you notice that someone you were dating or whatever, oh my god, they're growing more freckles or whatever, it's probably because it's summer. Okay, oh my god. I love Twitter science. It's my favorite university. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something today, because I sure as shit did not. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, because you deserve it. And I'll see you in the very next video. Take care. Mwah.